Here's Jeopardy!
Welcome to week 6 of VTV Jeopardy. This is our last semifinal. Today, the winner of this game will go on to next week's final, where they have a chance to win some big money. 2 people have already won, Mr. Miller and Brendan Sims. We're waiting one more winner to see who goes to the championship round. Let's meet our team today and see who we have with us. From left to right, we have Mrs. Lessentine, Mr. Roberts, and returning champion, Anaya Mutri. Ms. Lessentine, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I teach math here at HF High School. Absolutely love it. I teach all freshmen this year. I have a business that I run on the side, and I absolutely love working with teenagers.
Well, welcome to the show. Mr. Roberts, how about yourself?
Yes, this is Mr. Roberts, 12th year here at HF. I teach biology to freshmen. I also run the Victor's Male Leadership Program. And don't forget to sign up for wrestling November the 6th.
Love the plug. Thanks for being here. And our returning champion, Anaya Mutri. Sorry, tell us about yourself.
I'm a sophomore, and I don't know, Jeopardy's fun.
All right. Well, they're all ready to play the big game. Let's take a look at our board and see what the categories are for today's Jeopardy round. As we mix things up and take a look, here are the categories. Number 1 will be computer terms. Computer terms. Category number 2, social media. All things dealing with social media. Category number 3, names in the news. All of these people have been in the news in the last couple of weeks. Next, reality TV. We're getting crazy in television here with reality TV. Chicago sports. Everything dealing with Chicago sports. And the last category will be war zone. All things dealing with war. Our returning champion is the one that always gets to go first. So Anaya, you have the control of the board.
May I have social media for 200?
For 200. Answer. It's the new name of the former social media giant purchased by Elon Musk. Mr. Roberts.
What is X?
That is correct, yes. X. All right, your board.
Let's go computer terms for 200.
Computer terms for 200. No, it's not a rodent, but a small device used to move your cursor. Anaya.
What is a mouse?
That is correct.
May I have reality TV for 200?
For 200. Singles sign up to meet their spouse for the first time when they walk down the aisle at their wedding. Ms. Lessentine.
Married at first sight.
In the form of a question, please.
Oh, what is married at first sight?
That is correct, yes. All right. Your board.
I'll go reality TV 400.
Answer. 8 people are dropped off in the Alaskan wild to see who survives by themselves for the longest time. Mr. Roberts.
What is Survivor?
That is incorrect. Anybody else? It would be Alone. Alone. Back to you, Ms. Lessentine.
I'll do reality TV 600.
For 600. And it is the Daily Double. We're finding the Daily Double early today. And you have 200 points, so you can bet up to 200.
I'll go all 200.
Okay, this is your question and your question only. Joe Rogan hosted this competitive show where contestants had to eat gross stuff and be daredevils.
What is Fear Factor?
That is correct for the Daily Double and 200 points. And more importantly, you would stay in control of the board.
I'll go reality TV for 800.
800. 20 single women vie for the love of a single man. Last one standing gets married. Anaya.
What is The Bachelor?
That a bachelor is correct, yes.
May I have Chicago sports for 200?
Chicago sports for 200. It's the year the Chicago Cubs won their most recent World Series. Anaya.
What is 2016?
That is correct.
May I have Chicago sports for 400?
For 400. Also known as the Big Hurt, this White Sox Hall of Famer holds multiple records for the Sox. Mr. Roberts.
Who is Frank Thomas?
Frank Thomas is correct for 400.
Let's go Chicago Sports 600.
For 600. He was the #1 draft pick in the 2023 NHL draft, and all Blackhawk fans are hoping he's the real deal.
I know what he looks like. I don't know his name.
No answers? What is it, Timmy?
Connor Bedard.
Connor Bedard. That is correct, yes. Mr. Roberts, still your board.
Let's go Chicago Sports 600.
Okay, we're going to 800. That's the
800.
one that's sticking on the board. Here's 800.
Yep.
Considered the greatest running back in Bears history, he is also known as Sweetness. Mr. Roberts.
Who is Walter Payton?
That is correct.
Let's go Chicago Sports 1000.
For 1,000. It's the nickname of the professional soccer team based out of Chicago. Mr. Roberts.
What is Chicago Fire?
That is correct, yes. We'll clear off the Chicago sports. Back to you.
Let's go computer terms 400.
Answer. It's what the www stands for that precedes a web address. Anaya.
What is the World Wide Web?
That is correct.
Good job.
May I have social media for 400?
For 400. Known more as an older people app, this one was the first social media platforms created by students from Harvard. Mr. Roberts.
What is Facebook?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, I'm
Back
going
to
to
you.
go social media 600.
600. The message from this app disappears, so you only get to see it once. Mr. Roberts.
What is Snapchat?
That is correct.
Social media for 800.
For 800. This app allows users to save their favorites from browsing to stored categories. And time's up on that one. What is Pinterest? Pinterest.
Pinterest.
Still you, Mr. Roberts.
Let's go social media 1000.
For 1,000. 2003, this site was the first social network to reach a global audience and had a significant influence on technology and pulp culture. Mr. Roberts.
What is MySpace?
MySpace is correct for 1,000, yes. Back to you.
Let's go to names in the news for 200.
For 200, this 90s pop star has had documentaries released about her life that she calls hypocritical. Miss Lessentine.
Who is Britney Spears?
That is correct. Back to your board.
We'll go names in the news 400.
400. She has been in the news for the trial she is going through for being Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator.
What is her name?
I have no idea.
I don't know her name.
Time is up. Justine Maxwell. Maxwell. Still you, Mrs. Lessentine.
We'll go Warzone 200.
For 200. Finishing in 1865, this U.S.-only war saw the Union come out on top. Anaya.
What is the Civil War?
Correct.
May I have Warzone for 400?
For 400. For 2 years in 1990 and 1991, this war for oil was fought against Iraq. Mr. Roberts.
What is the... I just went blank.
All right, time is up for 400. Anybody else? Ms. Lessentine?
What is Desert Storm?
That is incorrect. Also for 400. Any guess? No guess. The Persian Gulf War. Persian Gulf. Still Mr. Roberts.
Let's go computer terms for 600.
Answer. It's the maximum rate at which a computer can transfer data through a network within a specific time. Anaya.
What is RAM?
That is incorrect. For 600. Mr. Roberts?
What is bits per second?
That is also incorrect for 600. Any guess, Mrs. Lessentine?
What is Bytes?
That is also incorrect, so everybody will get minus 600. We're looking for bandwidth.
No.
Bandwidth was that correct answer. Still Mr. Roberts.
Let's go names in the news for 600.
600. This former vice president of Jimmy Carter recently died at the age of 93. Time is up. Walter Mondale. Walter Mondale just died this last week. Still Mr. Roberts.
Let's go Chicago. Oh, Chicago Sports is done. Let's go reality TV 1000.
For 1,000. In 1992, this show started reality TV when MTV got 7 young adults to live together in a New York apartment. Mrs. Lessentine.
What is Big Brother?
That is incorrect for 1,000. Anybody else on the guess? And time is up. The Real World. The Real World. Still Mr. Roberts.
All right, let's go Warzone 600.
Warzone 600. This war was the U.S. versus Great Britain and ended in 1815. Anaya.
What is the War of 1812?
That is correct.
May I have Warzone for 800?
For 800. This war ended when the A-bomb was dropped on Hiroshima. Anaya.
What is World War II?
That is correct.
May I have Warzone for 1000?
And to finish off the category, this war started against the Taliban regime after the attacks on 9/11. Mr. Roberts.
What is the Iraq War?
That is incorrect for 1,000. Any other guesses? The war on Afghanistan would have been correct. So Anaya, it goes back to you.
My God.
May I have computer terms for 800?
For 800, a device that allows computers or routers to receive and send information over a cable or telephone line. Mr. Roberts.
What is a modem?
A modem is correct, yes.
Let's go computer terms 1,000.
For 1,000, it's what the term RAM stands for. And time is up on that. Random access memory would have been that. Mr. Roberts, just a couple left.
Yep, let's go names in the news 800.
For 800, after over 20 years, the death of this former rapper was solved and the killer arrested. Mr. Roberts.
Who is Tupac?
That is correct, and we'll finish off the category for 1,000 names in the news. Nike halted sales of this rapper's Satan shoes in a recent court battle. Anaya.
Who is Lil Nas X?
That is correct. That is correct. So the board has been cleared, and let's take a look at your scores.
I don't even want to see this.
Final Jeopardy round is here. Let's take a look at the Final Jeopardy category to see what you will be betting on. HF Alumni. That is the category. Keep your guesses secret so that nobody knows how much you're betting against each other. HF Alumni. Mark down how much you want to bet. It all comes down to this in the category of HF Alumni. Here is the answer to the question. John Michael Schmitz, an HF graduate of 2019, was drafted to play on this NFL team in 2023. Let's again take a look at the question. John Michael Schmitz, an HF graduate of 2019, was drafted to play on this NFL team in 2023. Mr. Roberts, we'll go with you first. Your answer?
Man, I thought it was going to be something else, but I put LA Rams.
The LA Rams is incorrect, and you wagered how much?
$3,000.
$3,000. So that takes you down to $600. It all comes down to Anaya. Anaya, what was your answer?
I didn't have one and I bet $0.
Oh, she didn't have one. She bet $0. The correct answer, the New York Giants.
Would have never guessed
He is
that.
the center for the New York Giants.
Nice try.
But that's all it takes. Anaya Mutri will be our third and final champion. And she will go into the championship round next week against Mr. Miller and against Brendan Sims to see who will win the big money. Can't wait to see that show. We'll see you back here next week. Thanks for everybody coming in. We'll see you next week on VTV Jeopardy.